Prescott Van Meyer III, sommelier from home. Today's episode, we're back to doing Four Loko. This time, hard seltzer. Yay. Well, it is a big can. They say it comes with a hint of black cherry. So what is that hint? The ghost of a black cherry? The concept of a black cherry? I really doubt there's any black cherries that got even remotely close to this facility. Perhaps the chemicals on the way to the brewing plant passed by a black cherry farm. I don't know, but it's a hint of it. Now, I previously reviewed the watermelon flavor and gold, whatever that was. So to find myself back to reviewing another one of their products is just delightful. Now this comes in under the Four Loko brand, which means they need to kind of pump up the extreme value in it. It comes in at 12% alcohol. I have not seen a hard seltzer with quite that much alcohol in it. And with this big boy can, 12%, well, that's gonna do some work for you, both in your head and your liver. Boy, after this, I'm gonna feel like a bull in a china shop, or a Phoebe in a china shop. She's a very destructive person, as we all know. Did you click on the family lore links? Anyways, why Four Loko, huh? What made them decide on 4? Why not 3 Loko, or 5 Loko, or 17 Loko? Or really any number, other than 4. What made them choose 4? Maybe we'll never know. I'm out of Bing searches today, so not gonna be able to find out how they settled on 4, but maybe tomorrow. All right, well, let's get crazy and pop this top. Smells like a dog's breath after it's eaten a Twizzler, licked its own butthole. Not that I know what that smells like, just guessing. But it certainly doesn't smell like a cat's butthole. That I can tell you. Smells like the musky odor of the demon who lays on top of you during sleep paralysis. Oh, there's a Phoebe joke in there, but I'm not gonna do it. It smells like months old cold oatmeal, forgotten about in the back of your fridge, and for some reason you thought Robitussin would fix the flavor? It did not. I guess I'm supposed to take a sip of it now. I really don't want to. Well, it's sweeter than the smelling profile would suggest. So that adds a little bit of masking of what's going on onto the flavor. I'm telling you, the smell and the flavor are two distinct, separate things with this beverage. And thank God for that. So on the sweeter side, odd for a seltzer. I think they say they have sucralose in here. Definitely a hint of a black cherry, like the black cherry was murdered, then dragged away from the crime scene. The murderer tried to hastily cover it up with chemicals and mops and oatmeal, apparently. The mops were not clean. They were some musty mops. Well, let's give it another taste. Now that the sweetness has subsided a little bit, tasting that malt coming in, not as thick on the mouthfeel as I thought it was gonna be with 12% alcohol. They're trying to keep it more seltzer-like, you know, a little more effervescent and watery. Who would be drinking this? I think the question is, how would anyone drink this? How would they do it? I understand the process of using your mouth and swallowing. I'm just saying, how would they physically do that? Maybe they use one of those throat deadening sprays they put on people's throats during surgery so that their gag reflex doesn't kick in. So shoving the tube down. Maybe that's what you need to drink this. And if you think I'm being too hard on this, obviously you haven't tried it yet. In nature, you know, smell is supposed to turn you off from trying something. So I just don't know how anyone would get past that with this product. It's dog breath, Twizzler's butthole. I'm telling you. Buy one just to smell it. Write in the comments if you smell butthole. Dog's breath, Twizzler's butthole. Never use those to describe a wine, I'll tell you that. So hint of black cherry. The notes of cherry, very mild. The hint of blacking out, yeah, I can feel that. That'll happen. You know, just holding this in my hand, I realize I feel like someone who's taking their first step in committing a crime. Will it just be public drunkenness? Before you have it, you don't know what you're gonna do. But in your hands, boy, the world is your oyster. For committing crime. Definitely only have one of these, because once you get to the second can, I mean, you're really increasing your chances of, I don't know, maybe public intoxication, a little misdemeanor, a little felony action, a little fugitive from justice action going on there. It's like 4 tiers. Four Loko. Maybe that's where they came up with it. 4 different ways of raising your probability for committing a crime. Four Loko. Let your criminal flag fly free. Four Loko. You will get arrested. Four Loko, stealing that cop car was just a prank. You've heard the colloquial term, there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. Well, with Four Loko, it's, we know there's laws, we're gonna see how many we can break today. Who would be drinking this? Well, my buddy Troy would be drinking this, if he had easy access to it. He's in prison, so he doesn't. Yeah, he didn't steal a cop car. He stole a cop horse. Legend. Although he has access to some beverages that he makes himself in prison that's a little bit stronger than this. Might even have more of a black cherry flavor, to be honest. I'm not sure what black cherries and tube socks taste like, but from Troy's last letter, he's certainly enjoying it. Who else would be drinking this? Roided out bowlers? Who those Bud Lights just can't quite get the buzz that they need. You gotta go to Four Loko. Come on, 3 turkeys in a row? That's not human. Test those bowlers for Four Loko. You'll find it in their system. This might be an internet rumor, but I've heard that police are developing a test to find Four Loko in people's system immediately. And only Four Loko. It's like their own little chemical minority report where they could predict future crimes. Well, if they find Four Loko in your system, yeah, they want to stop you at public intoxication before you get to fugitive status. But I mean, anyone who's drinking Four Loko, it's like you're a fugitive from flavor and dignity. I didn't think my dignity could take another hit, but as I'm sipping on this Four Loko, I realize it can. I got lower, folks. I think I'm peeing myself. Let's take another sip. Dignity got even lower. I would pair this with 12 hours in the clink to cool off, or maybe even 5 to 10. I would certainly pair this with soiling your cargo shorts. Urine dripping down to your Birkenstocks. I'm kidding. If you're drinking this, you're not wearing Birkenstocks. You're beating up people who are wearing Birkenstocks. People who wear Birkenstocks. Why do you want to smell like feet? It's a weird choice, don't you think? Anyways, who am I to judge anyone sitting here drinking Four Loko? I would pair this with 1 phone call. You don't want to call your parents, so maybe you call a friend or a brother-in-law. Certainly not your spouse. And not Aunt Karen. She's not going to be able to drive anywhere, and she would forget the call even happened. For my rating, I'm giving it an 11, but I'm going to add a point for some good behavior. It hasn't really upset my stomach that much.